All right, let's get into this really chilling story. It's all built around one terrifying idea. What if a sin you committed in the past doesn't just haunt you, but it literally infects the next generation? Yeah, it's a tale of guilt, vengeance, and a secret that just refuses to stay buried.
So this is the idea at the very core of this story, echoing through the halls of a super strict Catholic boarding school. And look, this isn't just some saying they throw around. It's the law of the land, and as you're about to see, it's enforced with a terrifying absolute fanaticism.
And that's the big question, right? It's the one that really kicks everything off. It starts this chain reaction that connects a secret from decades ago to a string of incredibly violent deaths happening right now.
Okay, so to really get what's happening in the present, we've got to go back, way back, 18 years to be exact, to a moment when a group of young friends made one single choice that would end up sealing their fates. So here they are, our key players. Back then, they were a tight-knit group of students, but their bond, well, it was forged in something much, much darker than friendship. It was a shared, unforgettable secret about one of their teachers, a nun named Sister Ursula.
And that brings us to Sister Ursula. She wasn't just a strict teacher. She was an absolute fanatic. She truly believed her mission in life was to stamp out sin using the most extreme punishments imaginable. And it's that obsession that really drives everything that's about to happen.
All right, let's jump forward 18 years. You know that secret they all buried so long ago? Well, it's about to claw its way back to the surface, and believe me, it is looking for some serious payback.
For 18 long years, nothing. Silence. The friends all grew up, moved on, and probably tried their best to forget the whole thing. But then, a single event just recently woke up something really, really bad they thought they had left behind forever. And man, the past doesn't just knock, it kicks the door right off its hinges. As you can see here, the deaths start happening fast, one right after the other, targeting the original group. What starts off looking like a suicide quickly gets way, way more violent. By week 3, it is absolutely clear that something, or someone, is hunting them down.
And this is where things get really spooky. The few people who actually saw anything, they all report the exact same chilling detail. This terrifying, ghostly figure, dressed in a nun's habit, showing up at every scene.
So, with their friends dropping like flies, the survivors, and now Mary's daughter Eve is with them, they realize they're out of options. They have to go back to the source, to the one place they swore they would never, ever go again, that abandoned boarding school.
So they get back to the school and they start putting the pieces together. First, they find out what really happened to Sister Ursula. She killed herself by drowning in the lake right behind the school. But here's the kicker, the really important part, the timing. They find out the lake was drained for a construction project just a few weeks before the killing started.
And that's it. That is the key. For 18 years, her spirit was trapped, contained by the holy water of that lake. So when they drained it, they basically just unlocked the cage and set her vengeful soul free.
At this point, they have a big realization. You know, you can't exactly outrun a ghost, right? So they decide, okay, no more running. It's time to fight back. They have to figure out a way to confront this thing that's hunting them head on. And this is when they figure out this brilliant little paradox, this twist, that is basically their only shot at surviving. The very thing she needs to appear and to kill, water, is also the one thing that can hurt her. Because she died in it, she can be destroyed by it. Her greatest strength is also her biggest weakness.
So, they come up with this absolutely wild, desperate plan. The idea is to turn the entire school into a giant water trap. They're going to lure the nun spirit into one part of the building, then run to the top floor, crank open the main water tanks, and just flood the whole place to destroy her.
So, after this insane, chaotic fight in the flooded school, they do it. They beat her. They survived the night. Or so they think. Because the real horror, oh, it's just getting started.
So, on the surface, it seems like the plan worked. The ghost is gone. But as things calm down, they start looking around and, something just feels off. The pieces don't quite fit together, which leads to one last horrifying question.
And then the final clue just bubbles up to the surface. It comes from Eve, the daughter. A suppressed memory hits her. She remembers that her mother, Mary, was so tormented by guilt over the whole secret that she once tried to take her own life.
And just like that, it all clicks. That horrifying realization hits them. The person who'd been with them this whole time, the one who claimed she could see the nuns so clearly, she wasn't just another victim.
And here it is, the final, absolutely brutal twist. There was no ghost haunting the school. The killer was Eve. Turns out, Sister Ursula's spirit possessed her when she was just a little kid, creating this dormant second personality that just waited patiently for nearly 2 decades. Draining that lake didn't just release a ghost, it was the signal for the killer inside Eve to finally wake up.
And that leaves us with this final, chilling question, doesn't it? It makes you wonder how trauma can be inherited, how the sins of a parent can become a literal monster hiding inside their own child, just waiting for the right moment to be awakened.